Here we are at a piece of property the wife and I bought a couple of years ago. We've not really done anything to this property yet, with the exception of a little bit of development on some brush cleanup, a little bit of ditching, and starting to cut a road in. We're going to probably keep this an off-grid type property to be able to come over, sit around, just get away from everything, have our own little getaway. But you're probably wondering why I'm not driving. If you can see right there, we've got some work yet to get done. I don't want to rut the road up any worse than what we have already, and got some drainage issues to still address. But we'll walk out this way, give you a little look at what we've got here, and tell you some of the plans that I think we're going to do, some of the things we've got on our mind. But I'll go ahead and catch up with you once we get out there. I know you don't want to walk through this mud. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Getting up to the entrance of the actual lot where we've been trying to do some developing. As you can see here on the left, just how thick everything is. You can see up the holler how thick everything is. It was really jungle when we started on this. The property has been idle for decades. Not for sure. I've had people tell me the last folks to live here or do anything was in the 80s. I've had people tell me it was in the 70s. I'm not really sure about that. I know, as you can see back in the hollow there, I don't know if you can tell on top of the mountain, it has been surface mined. Strip job came in, removed the coal. It's been years and years and years ago. But here's a look of what we're coming up with. This is a result of about 3 days work with a rented John Deere 450 dozer. Nowhere near finished, but we are starting. And again, you can see just how thick before we got started. The green tent you see here is winter wheat. We done this excavating work, dirt work, the week of Thanksgiving 2022. The first week of December, I sowed the winter wheat. Wasn't for sure if it'd come up or not. Seems like it's trying to go. I believe we will be okay, barring any torrential washouts or anything along those lines to cause a major erosion problem. I'm just really happy that it's coming up. Wasn't expecting it. As you can see here, some of the timber and brush that we've removed while we were in here working gives you a little idea of just how grown up it was, how bad. Still got another culvert to add to my drain at my creek crossing. And we put this Ozark Trail wall tent up because we're pretty remote. It's a really rural area, remote area. And you know, we had a rental machine here working, so we had to stay with that machine. Someone had to be here. We couldn't leave it alone. So we put this tent up, and gotta say, I may touch on it a little later in another video. I'm really impressed with the quality of the tent for the money. You know, we've been talking ever since we've owned this about maybe getting a wall tent, putting it on a platform, and just being our hangout. Still will do that. I'll show you here in a little bit where I plan on building the platform to put it on. But we were discussing it and why I pay a couple $1,000s or so for one of the big name canvas tents. This one's fraction of the cost, will serve the same purpose, and we can put that funding towards our cabin or whatever it is we decide to do. There's another view of just how thick of an area it is where we haven't worked, haven't developed anything. As you can see, our game pole, while we were here working, we needed a place to work some game, so we just stuck that up temporarily. It done the job. I really like this property. I don't know how much I'll ever get done with it, how far we'll ever get. At that point, if something happens to me and the wife, it'll just go to our daughter, and then she can figure out what she wants to do with it at that point. But right here, this stack of landscape timbers. Wonder if any of you have a guess on what these are going to be used for. I'll go ahead and tell you. This is an outhouse. It doesn't look like it right now. That will be an outhouse. It'll look like a little miniature log cabin once we're completed. And economically, that's not the best route to go to build an outhouse. A few sheets of plywood, a little bit of 2x, and you can have a nice functional outhouse. But we wanted something to look a little different, and I found these timbers on Facebook Marketplace. One fella had all of them. They are used, and I looked at them, made an offer. He took me up on the offer, so I brought them home. I've had these about a year with the intentions of doing the outhouse with them. So I finally got them into place. We had to let the ground freeze through the winter snap when everybody had the zero weather. So I brought them in here then to keep from messing anything up on the road or the property getting in here. Oh, one other thing I really want to show you here. There's deer tracks. There is a lot of game in this area. Deer, turkey, elk, bear. Right now it's pretty muddy. This is a pretty cool thing here that it's fairly common in this area. A lot of these folks may have never seen anything like this, so let me get it uncovered here. This is a hand dug well. If I can get out of the mud. I think it's pretty amazing. I hope you can see the craftsmanship that has went into the stonework when they placed those stones. There we can see the water coming in right now. Haven't tested this water yet, haven't checked the depth of the well, anything along those lines. I do think it's pretty cool. The craftsmanship just blows me away. I don't know if there's anyone that still doing this, can do this. I really don't know, but I think it's amazing. And I've talked to some of the older generations in the local area, and we know for sure that this well is over 70-year-old. Had a couple telling me it's over 80-year-old. I really don't know. I just know it's cool. I'm glad it's on here. We'll clean it out, get a water test, and I mean, I'm not going to drink it or anything, but it'd be good if we ever build a cabin or do something that have some water to wash dishes or whatever we may be outside of drinking. And I'll keep you updated on that as well. But as you can see, the rest of the lot right there is where I will put the platform for the tent. I have plans of video and all that, to have video up for you on that, the way we'll do it. We'll do that pretty economical. I don't know if you've watched my first video, showed you a pile of railroad ties that I've got. I'll be using some of those there. I'll also be using those for the foundation of the outhouse. But I just wanted to give you a quick look of what we're attempting to get started with here, attempting to do. And I will hopefully get enough filming to where I can keep you up to date on what's going on. And when we start these projects, you can come along with us if it's something that you're wanting to watch, and hope you get a little entertainment or maybe a little information out of it if it's something you're looking to do yourself. Leave me a comment on the outhouse when I do this build, hopefully in the near future. Would you like to see that in a series, part 1, 2, 3, etc., or would you rather see that as like a time lapse? You know, I'm new to the video thing. I'm I'm just a baby learning to navigate this. I really don't know anything about making a quality video at this point. Hopefully we'll learn. I think practice does make a difference. But if you got a second, just give me a comment. Let me know what you think. All one longer video in a time lapse, or put it in a series. That way, if you decide you want to search out the foundation, you can. If you want to search out the roof, you can, without having to go through the whole video. Just something I'm curious in. That way I'll know a little more about what I need to do. But there's the view of the rest of our hollow back there. Peaceful. Only thing I can hear right now is a jet. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll try to keep you up to date with everything that's going on. I'll try to keep you in the loop with the filming and see what we can make out of this. Thanks for watching.